Hi everyone, Jazz here from the Bod Squad. So today I'm doing for you just a quick little makeover on Nakita here, our lovely model. So we're just going to run through a couple of the products as we go, and we're just going to do a nice little day wear look for Nakita. Nothing too drastic, we'll just keep it simple. Alright, so even though Nakita has beautiful skin, we're going to start off with a little bit of foundation. So it's already been colour matched to Nakita, making it nice and easy. So the trick is to get it first on the foundation brush. Now it looks a little bit light, but once it goes on, it'll be peachy. Now don't worry about getting it on the lips because you're going to line the lips anyway with the lip liner. So it really isn't of any much consequence and actually can work to your favour later on down the track. Nakita has nice full lips, but for a client that doesn't have as full lips, you might want to go over a bit anyway with the foundation just to cover them, to bring in a new line, to make them that little bit bigger. Okay, so nearly done with the foundation. As you can see, she looks lovely. Yep, perfect. Okay, doesn't take too long at all. An hour in front of the mirror, they reckon, for boys. Boys reckon for ladies. Hey? Okay, so that's pretty beautiful. So next we're going to do up some contour on Nakita. And as you can see, she kind of has a little bit of a square shaped face here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and contour the sides of her forehead and the sides of her jaw, just under a cheekbone, just to make those areas recede and to obviously make the front of the forehead, the upper cheeks and the chin come forward, to make her face a little bit more of the desired oval shape. We're also going to do a little bit of contouring around her nose, just to make it a little bit longer. Okay, so contour usually comes either in a powder or a stick, but for today's purposes we're just going to use the powder on Nakita. So just going to start with a couple little lines here, as I said, just to narrow out her head a bit. Under her cheekbones. Perfect. And along her chin. As I mentioned, Nakita's got a little bit of a wide nose, so we're just going to come down from the inside of the eye and just come down like that. Okay, so we're just going to blend these in now. Sometimes the contouring doesn't like to blend, so you could use your fingers to do this, if you much prefer. But I'll just go over with the brush first and try to blend it that way. It's not blending the best, so a little bit of fluff in her eye. Chin. You're right. Outside. Okay, so you can see it hasn't fully blended, but you can see the effect is almost immediately. It's just giving her a bit more narrower here and here. Yep. And it's giving her a bit more narrow under here. Look. And defined her chin a little bit. And we've gotten a bit more length and thinness and refined to the nose area. Perfect. Okay. So now we've done the contouring, what we need to do is the highlighting. So the aim of highlighting is to bring forward certain spots of the face that we want to highlight. So in Nakita's case, with her shaped face specifically, we want to bring forward the forehead just to make it less of a square shape, and also to her chin and just the tip of her nose, just to make it look a bit more forward looking. So this is one of the products I wanted to talk about, and it is Revlon Photo Stay Insta-fix highlighter pen. Now when this goes on, I'm just going to apply it to the middle of the forehead. You can hardly see it, so it's just a little bit of a shade lighter than Nakita's skin tone, the foundation that we used. So it's not like a big difference, but it's just a little bit lighter so it can bring forward everything that it's touched. So if you have a look at this, yeah, perfect. So you can see now that the forehead's nice and shiny here. Nice, a bit lighter there, a bit lighter there, and her face, the other features which I've contoured, receding a little bit. So the active ingredients in the highlighters actually is the zinc oxide and the titanium dioxide. The zinc oxide is a thickening, lubricating and sunscreen type thing that imparts opacity, and what that means is it takes away the clearness of the product. So when it comes to things like foundation and highlighting stuff, you don't want it to be completely clear. You want to be able to see it and give it a little bit of thickness. The titanium dioxide is a whitener, and so that gives a highlighter that great whiteness to it that will brings everything forward. Okay, so next on our list, now we've done the foundation, contouring and highlighting, we're just going to have a quick look at Nakita's eyebrows. So Nakita has amazing eyebrows as it is. But we're just going to run a little bit of a brush over them and just tidy them up just a little bit. Yep. Perfect. So I didn't need to have to do too much. Just a little bit of a tidy up there, so they look lovely as they are. So okay, so we might now add on a little bit of blush to Nakita's cheeks. So the contour line we did was here. I'm just going to bring the blush up here, so it just brings a little bit of colour to the face and makes it look healthy and alert, but also too helps make these cheekbones pop out. Excellent, so we know now that Nakita is not dead and that she's alive. She's got some colour on her face. Awesome, looks lovely. Okay, so we're going to have a look at her beautiful eyes now, and just to frame those off, we're going to use one of my favourite products, the CoverGirl Liquid Line Blast, and it's eyeliner. So I'm just going to pop that onto Nakita now. Let's get you to close your eyes, thanks. Yep. So because we're going for a kind of a fresher look, we're just going to do the upper lid, and we're not going to do it too full on, too thick, no wing or anything like that today. Just keep it nice and simple and a little bit delicate. So as you can see, it just goes on, close eye, a nice colour black. Yep. And we just coat the eye with it. Perfect. Open. Excellent. As you can see, it just makes Nakita's eyes highlight and pop a little bit there. So the active ingredients in actually these pencils is paraffin wax. So paraffin wax helps keep all the ingredients together so they don't separate, so the oils and everything like that in the stick. It also keeps the stick nice and moist and stops it from going brittle. Also in this one there's also the zinc oxide, which helps with opacity, so keeping that black and keeping it on nice and thick black and not a clear look. Okay, so we're just going to add on the eyeshadow now. We've done the eyeliner. Perfect. So because we're going for a nice little, more of a delicate look for Nakita, we're just going to go for a nice purple, which will match off her bluey green eyes really nicely. Close your eyes, please. So we're just going in, yep, from the outside to the in. Only have our eyeshadow to the corners. Perfect. Close. It does seem a little bit dark at the start, but I will lighten it with the other 2 shades lighter of purple that I've got here as well. Keep it closed, please. So I'm just going back over the top now with the shade lighter and a little bit of sparkle, because every girl likes a little bit of sparkle. Okay, one more coat, stay there, don't go anywhere. Keep them pretty eyes closed. Perfect, so Nakita, you can open your eyes now, doll. As you can see, there's a little bit of fall down, which is the bit of eyeshadow that falls down off the brush when you're applying it. So I'm just going to get Nakita just to actually look up, and I'm just going to come in underneath with another brush and just try and get whisk those bits of eyeshadow away there. Perfect. Now if you get stuck with any left there, of course you can just go over a little bit with the foundation again. Perfect, there's not too much here. Excellent. Okay, now just to finish off that nice eye, we're just going to add some mascara on there for Nakita. Okay, so going to brush up. Now mascara is one of those things everyone finds it hard to apply, and if you do get it on the skin, the best thing you can do is let it dry and then use a cotton bud to remove it. Nakita has these beautiful long lashes, so it takes hold pretty well. Yeah, it makes a very dramatic difference on her eyes. Okay. Perfect. Blink. Perfect. Okay. So show you the camera. There we go. So the mascara is on. So now what we want to do is have a look at Nakita's lips. Now they're nice and full, so we just want to retain that beautiful thickness, fullness and shape. So one of the key things that we're going to use is a lip liner. So I've got Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner here. Now a lot of people skimp on the lip liner and just go straight for the lippy, but the lip liner does a couple of things. So you can increase the thickness of the lips with the lip liner. You can really refine into that Cupid's bow. You can even make your lips look a shade, a touch thinner if you wanted to. But the thing is, it also makes your lipstick last a lot longer, and it helps make different effects on your lips. So we're going to use this nice pink because, as I said, we're just going for a nice soft day look. We don't want to just go out with full-on colours. So this is pretty neutral. So we're just going to do a little cross first at a Cupid's bow here, just to keep a nice shape to it. Yep. And then we come down the edges of the lips. You look so serious. Perfect. So I'm just colouring in the lip a little bit now with the stick, because that's what helps keep the lipstick on for longer. Perfect. So if you have a look what I've done here, see how I've left a little bit of lip there? That's to provide just 2 different shades of colour once we're finished. So you'll see once I put the lipstick on, it'll look like she's got duotone lips. Okay, so the reason I went for this lip liner specifically, and what it does, and the reason it works so well, is because it's got synthetic wax in it. So like the eyeliner, it helps thicken it, the oil portion, and keeps the product from separating into its proportions, and keeps it, stops it from being brittle. So also in the lip liner is polyethylene, which is a polymer. It unites or bonds other surfaces together and thickens oils, and helps make the thin coating across the lips, as you can see. So it's looking great, but what we can do is put like a nice little finish on top with a lovely light colour lipstick. So the lipstick I'm using is a bit more of a neutral, just to make her lips shiny and fresh, but not overpowering, because we're not going night clubbing, we're just looking pretty for the day. Looking pretty for work. Or for coffee, the girls. Good. So you can see a little bit of the pink still, which is good, it's what we want. And you've got this nice pinky brown that's going over the top, which is lovely. Provides a good contrast with Nakita's natural brown skin tone. Nearly finished. Look at it. Okay, Nakita's been a very patient model for us today, and easy to work with given that her features are so full. Let's have a look at that. So that's perfect. So there we go. We have a fully done day look for Nakita. Go into the camera, you can have a look. Look how beautiful her eyes look, her makeup looks. We've done an amazing job. So any questions or feedback, comments, hit down below to the comments section on this video, and come check us out at thebodapp.com.au. Thanks guys.